Welcome back to the channel, coins lovers and treasure hunters. In the exciting world of coin collecting, few coins have captured as much attention and admiration as the Roosevelt dime. Known for its beautiful design, historical significance, and the legacy of one of America's most beloved presidents, this dime has become a shining star in the world of numismatics. Today, we're diving into the top 4 most famous and valuable Roosevelt dime rare coins that are making waves in the market right now. These coins are not just small pieces of silver or copper nickel. They are treasures of American history and symbols of timeless value that continue to rise in demand among collectors across the globe. First up, the world of coin collecting. Few coins shine with as much quiet power and hidden value as the 1967 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark. What once was a simple piece of pocket change has now evolved into a sought-after collector's item commanding serious attention and impressive prices in today's numismatic market. In this video, we're diving deep into the story of this remarkable dime, exploring its history, design, rarity, collector demand, and how this small silver-colored coin has become a big player in the world of rare U.S. coins. The story of the 1967 Roosevelt dime begins in a fascinating period of American coinage history. After the United States Mint transitioned from silver to clad coinage in 1965 due to rising silver prices, all coins produced from 1965 to 1967 were intentionally struck without mint marks. This was a strategic move by the U.S. Mint to discourage coin hoarding and speculation, which had become a problem among collectors during the coinage changeover. The Roosevelt dime, first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, had already become a beloved and iconic coin. But the 1967 issue stands apart because of its special place in numismatic history, representing both a time of economic adjustment and a shift in minting policy that makes these dimes especially intriguing today. One of the unique features of the 1967 Roosevelt dime is its clean, sharp design and lack of a mint mark. Unlike earlier or later dimes that carry letters like D for Denver or S for San Francisco, the 1967 dime was struck at the Philadelphia Mint and carries no mint mark at all. This, combined with its copper-nickel composition, gives it a distinct appearance that collectors easily recognize. The obverse features a finely detailed portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt with the word Liberty to the left and the motto, "In God We Trust," below. On the reverse, the famous torch flanked by olive and oak branches symbolizes liberty, peace, and strength, a powerful trio that reflects America's spirit. When this coin is found in very fine condition, with its details still sharp and the luster preserved, it becomes an exceptional collectible that stands above ordinary circulation pieces. When it comes to rarity and collector demand, the 1967 Roosevelt dime without mint mark is more special than many realize. While millions were struck, only a small fraction survive today in very fine or better condition, especially those that have avoided wear, scratches, or damage from circulation. Collectors love this coin not only because it marks a historic, no-mint mark era, but also because it bridges the gap between the silver dimes of the early 1960s and the modern clad coinage we use today. High-grade examples, especially those with full torch lines, often referred to as full bands, are in exceptionally high demand and can fetch stunning prices when presented at auction or sold to serious collectors. Now, let's talk about the current market value, and this is where things get exciting. A typical 1967 Roosevelt dime in circulated condition might not turn many heads, but once you have one in very fine, extremely fine, or mint state condition, the story changes completely. In today's collector market, a high-quality 1967 dime without a mint mark can bring anywhere from $50 to several $100s, depending on grade, luster, and strike quality. Exceptional examples graded MS-67 or with a full bands designation have been known to sell for $500 or more at auction, with rare proof-like strikes fetching even higher bids. As more collectors seek to complete Roosevelt dime sets or invest in transitional-era coins, demand for these pristine examples continues to grow rapidly. For collectors and new investors, a few key tips can make all the difference. Always handle coins carefully and store them in protective holders to maintain their condition and value. When buying or selling, rely on trusted coin dealers or certified grading services like PCGS or NGC to ensure authenticity and fair pricing. Keep a close eye on market trends. As silver and collectible coin interest rises, so does the value of rare and well-preserved pieces like the 1967 Roosevelt dime. This coin represents an ideal starting point for new collectors or a valuable addition to any serious Roosevelt dime collection. In conclusion, the 1967 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark is not just another piece of change, it's a timeless collectible that continues to shine brighter with each passing year. Its connection to a unique chapter in U.S. minting history, combined with its aesthetic beauty and growing collector demand, makes it a standout in the modern coin market. Whether you already own one or are on the hunt for that perfect, very fine specimen, know this: the 1967 Roosevelt dime is a hidden treasure that proves even the smallest coins can hold big value and even bigger historical significance. So next time you come across a dime from 1967, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of American history worth far more than 10 cents. Next up, if you've ever held a dime in your hand and thought it was just another ordinary coin, think again. Because today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of one of the most surprising and valuable modern coins in American history, the 1977 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark. This isn't just any dime. This is a coin that collectors are chasing with passion, and in today's active market, its value has reached remarkable heights. So if you have a 1977 dime lying around, it might be time to take a closer look. You could be holding a rare treasure worth $700s or even $9,000s. Let's start with a bit of history and background. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor the beloved U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had passed away the previous year. Designed by John R. Sinek, this 10-cent coin quickly became one of the most popular and enduring pieces of American currency. It symbolized strength, leadership, and the spirit of recovery following the Great Depression and World War II. By 1977, the U.S. Mint had been producing Roosevelt dimes for over 30 years, but in that year, something very unusual happened. A small batch of dimes struck at the Philadelphia Mint accidentally left the press without the mint mark P, creating a rare and valuable variety that would later capture the attention of collectors around the world. Now let's talk about the unique features of this incredible coin. The 1977 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark looks almost identical to a regular dime at first glance. It carries the familiar portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, with the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" clearly visible, and the date, 1977, beneath the portrait. On the reverse, it displays the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, powerful symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. However, the key difference is that this rare coin is missing the mint mark P, which should normally appear on dimes struck in Philadelphia after 1976. This missing mint mark is what makes it special. It's a minting error that slipped through the system, turning an ordinary coin into a collector's gem. When it comes to rarity and condition, this 1977 no mint mark dime stands out as one of the most desirable coins of its era. The number of surviving examples in good condition is limited, and that scarcity drives its demand sky high. Most of these coins entered regular circulation before the mistake was even noticed, which means finding one in very good or uncirculated condition is extremely rare. Collectors today are on a constant hunt for well-preserved examples with sharp details and minimal wear, as these coins are considered true numismatic treasures. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything, and a high-grade 1977 no mint mark dime can fetch a premium that surprises even seasoned collectors. Speaking of premiums, let's look at the current market value of this incredible coin. As of today's market, a circulated 1977 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark can easily command $600s, depending on its grade and eye appeal. But the real excitement begins with coins in mint state condition. Certified examples graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC have been known to sell for $800 to over $2,000, and in exceptional conditions, some have even crossed higher figures at major coin auctions. The value of this coin has steadily risen over time, reflecting both its rarity and its strong collector demand. Every year, more collectors enter the hobby looking for these rare modern errors, and the 1977 no mint mark dime continues to be one of the shining stars of that market. For those looking to get into collecting or investing in this coin, here are some tips for collectors. Always inspect your change carefully. You never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. If you find a 1977 dime, check just above the date for the mint mark. If there's no P, handle the coin with care and avoid cleaning it, as even a small scratch can reduce its value. The next step is to have it authenticated and graded by a trusted grading service. Keeping it in a protective holder will help preserve its condition and market value. Building a collection of Roosevelt dimes, especially focusing on rare varieties like this one, can be both exciting and profitable. It's a hobby that combines history, art, and investment, and the 1977 no mint mark dime is a perfect example of that magic. In conclusion, the 1977 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark is far more than just a piece of change. It's a symbol of rarity, craftsmanship, and historical significance. Its story reminds us that even the smallest items can hold immense value, both financially and culturally. With its unique minting error, limited availability, and strong demand from collectors, this coin continues to shine brightly in the numismatic world. So, the next time you come across a 1977 dime, don't overlook it. That small silver-colored coin might just be a hidden fortune waiting to be discovered. The Roosevelt dime without a mint mark from 1977 stands as a true collector's dream, a rare and valuable treasure from American history that continues to rise in demand and worth year after year. Next up, the world of coin collecting is filled with surprises, and one such hidden gem is the 1980 Roosevelt dime. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary 10-cent coin, but in the eyes of passionate collectors and investors, this uncirculated beauty holds tremendous value. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of this rare 1980 dime, exploring its background, unique features, market demand, and why collectors are paying top dollar for pristine examples in today's booming numismatic market. The history and background of the 1980 Roosevelt dime begin with the enduring legacy of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, one of America's most influential leaders. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor his remarkable leadership and his role in founding the March of Dimes, an organization dedicated to eradicating polio. Over the decades, the Roosevelt dime became a symbol of strength, progress, and national pride. The Denver Mint, represented by the D mint mark, produced millions of these dimes in 1980. However, not all coins were created equal. Certain examples, especially those in uncirculated or mint state condition, display superior craftsmanship, luster, and strike quality, making them highly desirable for collectors today. What truly sets the 1980 Roosevelt dime apart are its unique features and exceptional minting details. The coin bears the sharp portrait of President Roosevelt facing left, with the word "Liberty" proudly inscribed beside him. Beneath his chin lies the famous motto, "In God We Trust," while the year 1980 rests clearly below. The tiny but significant D mint mark appears just above the date, signifying its origin from the Denver Mint. The reverse of the coin displays the iconic torch, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch representing peace and an oak branch symbolizing strength and independence. When this coin is preserved in uncirculated condition, its bright silver-like shine, smooth fields, and crisp details make it a small masterpiece of American minting art. When it comes to rarity and collector demand, condition is everything. While millions of dimes were minted in 1980, only a limited number have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition without scratches, wear, or contact marks. These untouched specimens are highly sought after in the collector market, especially those graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. In such high grades, the coin's full luster, sharp design, and impeccable surface quality elevate it from ordinary pocket change to a prized collectible. Demand continues to grow as more collectors recognize the coin's beauty, history, and investment potential, turning what was once just a dime into a serious piece of numismatic treasure. In the current market, the 1980 D. Roosevelt dime in uncirculated or mint state condition commands impressive value. Depending on its grade and visual appeal, prices can range from $10 to $50 for lower mint state examples and climb up to $200 or more for superb, high-grade pieces with full torch details, known as full bands. Exceptional examples that display flawless luster and sharp strike can even exceed $300 in auction settings, especially when competition among bidders heats up. Collectors worldwide are now turning their attention to coins like this, which combine affordability with significant potential for appreciation in value, a combination that makes the 1980 D. Roosevelt dime an exciting addition to any serious collection. For those interested in entering the world of coin collecting or investing in this rare gem, there are a few important tips for collectors. Always look for coins that remain in their original uncirculated state, free of wear and with their full mint brilliance intact. Investing in professionally graded coins ensures authenticity and preserves long-term value. Keep your coins stored in protective holders, away from moisture and extreme temperatures, to maintain their condition. And most importantly, stay informed about the latest auction trends, because the market for rare Roosevelt dimes has been showing steady growth, with collectors constantly seeking top-quality examples. In conclusion, the 1980 D. Roosevelt dime is far more than just a small piece of change. It's a shining symbol of American history, artistry, and collector passion. With its deep historical roots, beautiful design, and increasing market value, this coin stands as one of the most attractive opportunities for collectors and investors alike. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your collecting journey, owning a brilliant uncirculated 1980 D. Roosevelt dime connects you to a rich legacy and offers the promise of future growth in value. So, the next time you come across a dime that sparkles a little brighter than the rest, take a closer look. You just might be holding a treasure worth far more than 10 cents. Next up in today's video, we're diving into one of the most talked about modern-era U.S. coins, the 1979 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark. This small, shining 10-cent piece has become a massive point of excitement among coin collectors and investors because of its rarity, history, and incredible market value. So, if you've got some old dimes lying around, you might want to take a closer look, because one of them could be worth a fortune today. Let's begin with a bit of history and background. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt for his tremendous leadership during the Great Depression and World War II. The coin replaced the Mercury dime and was designed by John R. Sinek, who created a simple yet elegant image of Roosevelt on the obverse side. From its introduction, dimes were struck at several U.S. mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each identified by a small mint mark. However, in 1979, something unusual happened that would make one specific version of this coin a modern-day rarity. A small number of Roosevelt dimes were accidentally struck without the mint mark S from the San Francisco Mint, creating one of the most sought-after minting errors of its time. Now, let's talk about the unique features of this incredible coin. The 1979 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark looks ordinary at first glance, but to an experienced collector, it's a treasure. Most proof coins from the San Francisco Mint are marked with an S, just above the date on the coin's obverse. However, on this rare variety, that mark is completely missing, making it distinct from millions of regular dimes. The design still carries Roosevelt's portrait, the torch, olive branch, and oak branch symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength, but that missing mint mark transforms it from a 10-cent coin into a collector's dream piece. The coin's sharp strike, mirror-like proof surfaces, and flawless details in excellent condition make it a dazzling collectible that stands out in any numismatic collection. Moving on to rarity and collector demand, the 1979 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark is considered a key modern era coin. Only a very limited number were mistakenly produced before the mint corrected the problem. Because of this, the coin's population is incredibly small, especially in pristine condition. Collectors across the United States and around the world have been hunting for this error coin for decades. Its appeal lies not only in its rarity but also in the fascinating story behind the mistake. Finding one in excellent or proof condition is like striking gold, and that's exactly why demand and prices have surged in recent years. Coin grading services like PCGS and NGC have confirmed the scarcity of these pieces, and every appearance at major auctions attracts serious bidding wars. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know, the current market value in dollars. A genuine 1979 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark, in excellent or proof condition, can command an astonishing price today. Depending on its grade, it can easily sell from $500 all the way up to several $1,000s. Some perfect condition examples graded PR 69 or PR 70 by professional grading companies have been known to sell for $10,000 or more at top auctions. Collectors and investors are paying record-breaking prices for these coins because they know how rare they truly are. The market for U.S. error coins is booming, and the 1979 no-mint mark Roosevelt dime is one of the crown jewels of that trend. For anyone interested in owning or finding one of these rare treasures, here are some tips for collectors. Always check your Roosevelt dimes carefully, especially those dated 1979. Look for proof-like surfaces and inspect the area above the date. If there's no mint mark, you might have something special. If you believe you've found one, get it authenticated by a reputable grading service. Proper certification will not only confirm its authenticity but also significantly increase its market value. Keep your coins in a protective holder to maintain their brilliant luster and prevent damage, since condition is everything when it comes to high-value coins. And remember, staying updated with the latest coin auction results and collector trends can help you spot new opportunities and know when the time is right to buy or sell. In conclusion, the 1979 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark is more than just a small piece of metal. It's a symbol of how even tiny minting errors can become legendary treasures in the world of numismatics. Its rich history, stunning appearance, extreme rarity, and skyrocketing market value make it one of the most desirable modern coins for collectors today. So whether you're a serious coin investor or just starting out, keep your eyes open. That humble dime in your change jar might just be worth thousands of dollars. The excitement and passion behind this coin prove one thing. In the world of coin collecting, even the smallest discovery can lead to a big reward.